Hello, fourth graders, and thank you so much for your patience today during our recording or our connection issues for literacy. Our I can statements, as a reminder, I can use a graphic organizer to take notes, and I can answer questions about a piece of writing. All right, today we will be reviewing some of the information and vocabulary that we've learned while reading about the fisherman and the kaha bird. Then we will discover how one student applied all that he learned to writing about the fisherman and the kaha bird. Afterwards, we will be writing our own letters. So, our writing prompt is to write a letter from the kaha bird to the fisherman. We are telling the fisherman why he will never see the kaha bird again. So we are pretending that we are the kaha bird and that we are writing a letter to the fisherman, explaining why he'll never see us again. So looking at page 86 and 87, so please ignore the pages on the page here. They are wrong. Pages 86 and 87 in our book. We have our friend Mark, who shared with us this graphic organizer. So it starts with the first line saying the kaha bird brings fish to the fisherman that he can sell. So we know that that was one of the first things that happened at the very beginning of the story. Then the Shah offers gold for the kaha bird. After that, the fisherman decides to trick the kaha bird. He invites the kaha to a meal and traps her. And then the kaha bird gets away and is never seen again. So think about how our friend Mark organized his information. The way he organized his information is called a sequence chart. Sequence meaning it tells the order that the events happened in. So thinking about the very first thing, we know that happened on the first page, almost right at the beginning of the story. Then by the end of the first page, we see that second thing he wrote about the Shah offering gold for the kaha bird. At the beginning of the second page of the story is when we see the fisherman tricking the kaha bird and inviting her to a meal to trap her. And at the end of the story, the kaha bird gets away and is never seen again. Next we have on page 87, Mark's story. So his letter. His letter says, "Dear fisherman, I gave you fish to sell. Then the Shah offered gold for finding me. You asked me to eat with you. You wanted to trap me. I flew away. You will never see me again. I don't help greedy people. Sincerely, the kaha bird." So think about that first sentence that he wrote. What do you notice about it? I gave you fish to sell. Mark included what is called an opener or a topic sentence. So that I gave you fish to sell. It kind of hooks us in. We want to know what he's about to say. What else did he add? At the end of the letter, Mark included what's called a conclusion. He closes out the letter by giving a reason that the fisherman is never going to see the kaha bird again, which is because the kaha bird doesn't help greedy people. So he ends the letter by giving a last sentence or a last statement explaining his point of view or his stance. So now we are going to write our own letter from the kaha bird to the fisherman, telling the fisherman why he will never see the kaha bird again. You will be doing this by going to the Google Classroom, going to the week of November 23rd through 25th, and selecting the Monday writing assignment. It is a Google form. You'll need to enter your name, and then you'll write your letter. It should be at least one paragraph. Should start with "Dear Fisherman" and end with "Sincerely the kaha bird." And then that paragraph in between should be 4 to 5 sentences explaining as if you were the kaha bird, telling the fisherman why you'll never see him again. Remember to include capitalization at the beginning of your sentences and anytime you use a proper noun. Remember what we learned about proper nouns last week? And then also remember to include punctuation at the end of all of your sentences. Don't let your sentences go running on and on and on. Make sure to put a period at the end of each sentence when you have a subject and a verb or a predicate. So what the subject of the sentence is doing. So also remember when you write your paragraph to include a topic sentence, so a sentence explaining why are you writing this letter, and then a conclusion. Why will he never see you again? When you're done, submit that Google form and I will take a look at it and see all of your great fourth grade writing skills.